Trump says this, the news says that. Somewhere between the shout and the truth disappears.
The entire internet is just a giant shit show. A 2026 roast, because if we're all marinating in this digital sewage, we might as well call it what it is with zero sugar coating by salty Vixen. Listen up, because the gloves are off and the bullshit meter is pegged at 11. The internet in 2026 isn't evolving or disrupting or any of that corporate word salad nonsense. It's a sprawling, steaming, never-ending shit show, a global porta-potty that's been tipped over, set on fire, and then had glitter dumped on the wreckage for extra sparkle. What was once sold to us as the great democratizer of information has become a screaming void where nuance dies screaming, outrage is currency, and the only people winning are the ones selling ads against the flames. We're clocking 7+ hours a day in this cesspool, more time than most adults spend actually living. We open our eyes to alerts about yet another country yanking the plug on its own internet. Iran just did it again last week. Full blackout during protests, citizens cut off from the world, journalists silenced, families unable to coordinate. Over 300 documented shutdowns in recent years across more than 50 countries. The playbook is crystal clear. When the people get loud, flip the switch, plunge them into darkness, and wait for the anger to fizzle without coordination. The UN keeps issuing sternly worded letters nobody reads. We retweet a screenshot with a crying emoji, feel briefly righteous, then scroll to the next outrage, because God forbid we dwell on anything longer than 12 seconds. Meanwhile, in the so-called land of the free, we've got our own flavor of digital authoritarianism, courtesy of tech billionaires who treat ethics like optional DLC. Elon Musk drops the Aurora update on Grok, and suddenly, it's open season on non-consensual deepfake nudity. Users start creatively undressing celebrities, influencers, co-workers, high school classmates, random strangers, minors included, because apparently uncensored means no guardrails and no consequences. Researchers labeled it a global harassment epidemic within hours. Lawsuits are piling up. Privacy groups are screaming, lawmakers are grandstanding, and Elon probably posted a smirking emoji and called it free speech, because nothing screams innovation like turning AI into a mass digital strip search tool. Consent, privacy, those are quaint 2010s concepts. Welcome to 2026. Your photos are public domain for horny keyboard warriors, and the children poor, doomed Zoomers and Alphas are caught in the crossfire of the great youth protection Hunger Games. Virginia caps under 16s at 1 hour a day on social apps. Texas tried forcing age verification and parental consent through app stores. Courts blocked it at the buzzer. Utah's law held. Louisiana's got shot down but is on appeal. NetChoice, the lobby representing basically every big tech player, is suing left and right, arguing it's a free speech violation on par with book bans. Cute argument when the platforms are busy algorithmically serving eating disorder content, looksmaxing cults, and AI-generated thirst traps to developing brains. Parents are begging for controls that don't exist, while the companies keep fine-tuning addiction loops. It's a clown show, and everyone's wearing the red nose. Then came the great meme reset of January 2026, peak delusion. TikTok creators spent December 2025 hyping it like the rapture. We are killing the brain rot. No more Italian hand gestures, no more 6/7 rating slop, no more AI fever dream edits. January 1 we go full 2010s, Big Chungus, Pepe actual jokes, hundreds of videos, dramatic montages, people posting farewells to the garbage era. January 2 rolls around, and same sludge, new filter. Memes now live for approximately 90 minutes before the algorithm buries them under synthetic garbage. We murdered humor through overexposure, tried to resurrect it with nostalgia cosplay, and failed spectacularly. The rot always wins, because outrage and absurdity drive engagement harder than cleverness ever could. This is textbook Enshittification. Cory Doctorow called it years ago, and we're living the sequel. Platforms chase short-term profit until the user experience turns to toxic paste. LinkedIn is drowning in AI-generated corporate prayer posts. YouTube quietly relaxes rules around self-harm and abuse content because engagement doesn't care about morality. Search engines morph into hallucinating AI answer boxes that starve publishers. News becomes snackable chat summaries. Trust collapses. We complain in the comments, then keep scrolling. Addicts defending their dealer. And of course the Epstein files keep dripping like a slow-motion horror show. DOJ dumped another few million pages in early 2026. emails, videos, flight logs, survivor statements with names half redacted, powerful men shielded behind thick black bars. Clinton. Trump, Gates, Musk adjacent whispers. Epstein himself apparently kept tabs on Me Too fallout, coaching accused men like some twisted life coach for pariahs. Survivors are furious at the leaks and the redactions. Politicians point fingers across the aisle. The internet erupts in memes, conspiracy rabbit holes, and performative horror. Accountability, still AWOL. We consume the drama like popcorn, then move on when the next scandal drops, because sustained rage is bad for the algorithm. Celebrity chaos is the cherry on top. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's legal slugfest leaking texts that read like war correspondence. Can I barred from the Grammys yet again? Leo DiCaprio's eternal smirk at 50 face repurposed for every situation. Deepfakes turn private meltdowns into viral blockbusters. Scandals that used to torpedo careers now become launchpads. Controversy is the new branding. We rubberneck, screenshot, repost, and pretend we're above it while feeding the machine that keeps the circus spinning. AI keeps stacking new nightmares. Political deepfakes, hate speech generators, porn-for-hire tools, facial recognition turning every Ring doorbell into a private Stasi camera, military flirting with off-the-shelf models, healthcare algorithms quietly biased, online content now majority synthetic. We bitch about the sludge, then ask ChatGPT to write our cover letters. Peak hypocrisy, bottom line, we're not escaping. Viral videos titled, "It's 2026 and we're still not leaving the internet," send help, rack up millions of views while the creators post them on the internet. Blackouts abroad remind us digital freedom is revocable. VPN crackdowns are being floated. On-device surveillance is creeping in. Age verification walls are rising. The incentives all point toward more control, more surveillance, more enshittification, and we keep feeding it with every tap, like, and share. So here we are ankle-deep in the massive, glittering shit we helped architect. Governments censoring, billionaires enabling harassment at scale, memes rotting our collective IQ, scandals numbing us into apathy, privacy evaporating, reality and fabrication blurring until nobody knows what's real anymore. We laugh bitter, exhausted, sardonic laughs, because the only other option is screaming into the void until our throats give out. And honestly, the void would probably just reply with a sponsored ad. So raise your phone to 2026. May your feed overflow with more brain rot, more blackouts, more leaks, more fails, more everything we pretend to hate but can't stop consuming. What's your favorite layer of this mess? Drop it below. Let's keep roasting the fire while we're still burning in it.